Hey guys, welcome back to the DeeTimeLove show, and today I've got a brand new release from Spinnaker Watches, the Hydrofoil Chronograph for 2020. Big shout out to Spinnaker Watches for sending the watch into the DeeTimeLove channel. We are an affiliate of Spinnaker Watches, just wanted to be totally transparent with you guys, but I like to give an honest, critical reveal of the watch today so you can get a good insight to the watch and whether it's something you want to sign up to. But since we're on the topic of Spinnaker watches, I am wearing a Spinnaker Fluce chronograph today, and one of my favorite Spinnaker watches, I have to say, with the mega quartz movement as well. But anyway, let's take a closer look at the watch in hand today, the brand new release from Spinnaker Watches, and here it is in all its glory. Now let's get this into focus for you guys. Now what I want to do first of all is go through the specification of the watch, then I'll give you my first impressions and overall how I feel about this particular timepiece. But looking at the case diameter, you're looking at 43 millimeters. It's got a case thickness of 14 millimeters. You've got a band width of 23 millimeters. The bracelet is integrated. You've also got drilled lug holes there. And this watch hosts the Seiko TMI Mega Quartz movement. And you can see the modern interpretation of the actual Spinnaker logo there engraved into the case back. And this watch comes with a sapphire crystal. It is a 200 meters water resistant watch. Super luminova, good lume as you saw in the intro of the video. And look at the dial. It's got a wave dial, very reminiscent of the old Omega Seamasters of the 90s, the James Bond. But this watch is very much a little bit being inspired Seamaster stroke Tudor Monte Carlo, or Chrono Blue you can call it. I do love the palette of colour that Spinnaker are using for this particular timepiece. You've got a 120 click bezel. Very good. Bit stiff, maybe because it's new, but very tight, I have to say. Very good indeed. Let's check it out. Let's get it to line up. Lines up, no play whatsoever. Is what I come to expect from Spinnaker. The actual quality of the timepieces are just getting better and better. So let's have a look at the dial. Well, first of all, you've got the date function there at 12 o'clock. You've got this modern interpretation of the Spinnaker logo. And then you've got the font there, 200 meters water resistant. You've got that orange hand, second hand that really does pop. You've got those 3 sub dials. And the actual wave dial, if you look at it in this certain light, is actually fumed as well. So then you've got an outer ring there, as you can see, the tachymeter. Really does add some real depth to the dial, which is very nice indeed. Let's have a look at the screw down pushers. Let's see how this actual watch operates. Screw down pushers and screw down crown. Let's start this bad boy up. And there we have it. Now, those of you that don't know much about Mecha Quartz, this is a Seiko Mecha Quartz. And I'll leave the details in the description. Look at the sign up with all the details. But it's basically a hybrid movement, both mechanical and quartz. So the chronograph module is a mechanical attached to a quartz movement. So you get the best of both worlds, I have to say. Just stop it there. And there we have it. screw down pushers, very nice. Get that tightened up for you. That's it. Now, overall, I mean, I do like the aesthetics of the watch. Like I said, I love the palette of the colours that Spinnaker are using. This watch does come in many different colour variations. I'll leave an image there for you guys to check that out. This is the Wake Blue. You've got the Racing Green. You've also got the Panda dial. But I do like this blue. I also do like the Racing Green. All of them are very attractive watches. I have to say, I really do love the palette of colouring that they've used. I love the inner ring tachymeter there, I have to say, very nice. Let's just get a closer look, zoom in. It really does add some real depth to the dial, I have to say, which is always a nice touch. If I'm being overly critical, the one thing that I'm not too sure about is the sub dial at 3 o'clock. I wish it was the same size as the sub dial at 9 o'clock. I just think the balance of the watch would have been better. Not a biggie, but I guess they made it larger to make it more legible, which is fair enough. The finishing of the case, there's a brush finishing, machine brush across, consistent throughout the bracelet, which is fair enough. Good quality, feels quite hefty in your hand. It's got a bit of weight about it, I have to say, which is always good. And for the price, this comes in at £250 sterling for 2020. You're going to struggle to find a watch at this spec with the sapphire crystal, anti-reflective coating, 200 meters water resistant, date function, unidirectional bezel, screw down crown and pushers. Very nice indeed. Look at the bracelet, got the Spinnaker logo there. I believe there also is a diver's extension. Extremely good value for money, this watch, I have to say. Overall, a solid release from Spinnaker. If I was being overly critical, I do prefer the heritage Spinnaker logo like you get on the Flus chronograph. I actually prefer that style of logo. So just heads up, Spinnaker, I do prefer that logo. But overall, you know, it's a good looking watch. Love the palette of colours that they've used. I love the wave dial, very nice. I like the way they've smoked it out. And overall, a very solid release. One thing that may upset a few people is the integrated bracelet, 23mm bandwidth, but you're going to have to get a special link to be able to wear certain basic straps on there, which means you will be limited from a straight off. You won't be able to add your favourite strap straight away, but I'm sure Spinnaker will release something that will allow you to do that in the future. But overall, a solid release. May question, people might not be 200% sure about the dial. I quite like it. I think it's nice, nicely done, executed very well in terms of quality. In terms of bang for buck, very hard to beat, guys, I have to say. Overall, a very solid release from Spinnaker watches. Check out the sign up below in the description. I'll also leave a link to a discount. It allows you to get discount on all of the Spinnaker watches. When you use that discount code via DeeTimeLove channel, it really does help the channel. And yeah, check it out, guys. It does help out the channel. We do get a little something for it, but it does keeps me on YouTube, and it allows me to continue showing you guys brand new releases from Spinnaker watches. But overall, solid release, I have to say. Well done, Spinnaker watches. If I was being overly critical, I'd have to say I do prefer the heritage logo, not the modern Spinnaker logo. And I wish the sub dial at 3 o'clock was the same size as the sub dial at 9 o'clock. But overall, the aesthetic, the finish, the value that you get is second to none. I have to say, you'll struggle to find an alternative with a 200 meters water resistance, sapphire crystal, anti-reflective coating, mega quartz, screw down crown, screw down pushers, integrated bracelet at that price point. Well done once again. Leave your comments in the comment section below. Let me know your thoughts on this watch. Is it something of interest? And I'll see you in the next video.